So I'm doing this video a little bit late here, but this is a 2004 Yamaha vstar 650, and I'm attempting to do what they're calling a J-slam. It's basically a poor man's lowering kit. So what we did here first was took the seat off and pulled the spring bolt, the shock bolt, excuse me, right here. And basically you're just going to measure 1 inch ahead, and what I did was measure ½ inch down from this top piece of the frame. That gave me a pretty centered piece there. Now be careful whenever you drill this hole out, because the wiring harness is right down in here, so you got to make sure that you give yourself plenty of clearance and you don't hit that with the drill bit. And actually I found that the frame was pretty soft metal, so the drill bit went through it with relative ease. So yeah, so I'm going to do this other side now. I've already got it marked out. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's basically just 1 inch from the center of the existing hole forward, and then ½ inch down from the bottom of the frame tubing there. So I'm going to drill this out and I'll get back with you. So first thing I did was I just took a little self-tapping screw here, and I tried to pre-drill my hole here and give me just a pilot hole to start this out. Makes it a little easier. And when you start to drill this out, because that piece in the frame is got kind of an arch to it, you want to start out straight, drilling straight into the piece, and then kind of angle it up so that when you put your shock bolt in, it'll run completely level across the piece of the frame there. Alright, so the next thing I did was I took a 1/4 inch drill bit, just kind of made the hole a little bit bigger, and then the next drill bit that I'm going to use is just under ½ inch. So I know this, I'm kind of taking this step by step, but there's really no videos on YouTube that I found that will show you, the steps per se to drill this out. So I wanted to make sure I was somewhat detailed about it. So I got the shock back in, so it's pretty simple. So we'll walk through this real quick. I think the last time I took the video, we were drilling the bigger hole for the bolt to go through. So as you can see, it lined up pretty well. A couple of concerns that I had was right here, the bottom of the retaining washer on the spring. I know you can't see it real well. It touches the wiring harness just a little bit. Maybe a little better view from this side. Yeah. See, right there, it touches the wiring harness. But it's not going to affect it too much, I don't think. It's not rubbing on it. I'll check it and do an update on it later on, make sure it's not wearing. Anyway, so obviously it's narrow right here, so your bolt's going to have a little bit of slack in it on both sides. But I don't think I'm going to worry about it. It's pretty snug in there. It doesn't rattle. Made a significant difference, and I'll show you. I'll sit right here on the back. The shock still works just like it should. No bottoming out, and lowered the bike substantially. I don't know if I'd venture to say 4 inches, but actually I took a measurement beforehand. Let me double check it, see what we have now. Now this was without me sitting on it. So looks like I had 8 inches to the bottom of the tire where it met the wheel before I started. Now I have right at 7 1/8. And then when you sit on it, it'll drop down substantially too. So I'm a solo rider, so I put it on the spring setting anyways. But pretty easy mod. When you go to put this bolt through in the top of the spring here, let's see if I can get some light on that. So right down in there is a couple of wires. It doesn't seem to affect it. I pushed it out of the way. There was a zip tie in the way, and I kind of maneuvered it so it's not rubbing. But anyway, so that's it. Sitting down now, a little bit lower to the ground, and for all of about 45 minutes of work and no money. All right, guys, take it easy.